Okay, good morning. Welcome to the public hearing on March 17th at 10:06 a.m. Notice of the public hearing pursuant to the New York General Municipal Law, Section 859-A on the proposed project and financial assistance. My name is Austin Wheelock. I'm the CEO of the County of Oswego IDA. I'm joined today by Kevin Lamontagne, CFO of the County of Oswego IDA. And there is one guest in attendance. Notice is hereby given that a public hearing pursuant to Section 859-A of the New York General Municipal Law will be held by the County of Oswego Industrial Development Agency on the 17th day of March 2026 at 10 a.m. local time at the Town of Schuylkill Town Offices, 69 County Route 57A, Phoenix, New York 13135, in connection with the following matter. Phoenix Oxbow Solar LLC, a Delaware limited liability company or an entity formed or to be formed by it or on its behalf, the company submitted an application to the agency on or about January 13, 2026, a copy of which is on file at the office of the agency, requesting the agency to consider undertaking a project consisting of A, the acquisition of a leasehold interest or subleasehold interest in all or a portion of approximately 48.60 acres of real property located at 71 Hogue Drive, tax map number 314.00-01-49 in the town of Schuylkill, County of Oswego, state of New York, which is the land. And two, the construction on the land of an approximately 21 acre solar power electric generating photovoltaic system, including but not limited to solar panels, inverters, transformers, switchgear, single axis trackers, battery installation, racking systems, conduits and equipment pads, electrical, batteries, storage system, wiring, fencing, interconnection, equipment installation, electric poles and other electric and mechanical components, energy storage system, and a gravel access road, along with underground electrical collection system and stormwater management, known as the facility. And three, the acquisition and installation in and around the facility and or for use in connection with the project of various machinery, equipment, furnishings, and other items of tangible personal property, collectively known as the equipment. The land, the facility, and the equipment are hereinafter collectively referred to as the project facility. And B, the granting of certain financial assistance in the form of exemptions from real estate transfer taxes, real property taxes, and state and local sales and use tax, collectively the financial assistance. And C, the lease or sublease of the land and the facility by the company and or the owner of the land to the agency pursuant to a lease agreement. The acquisition by the agency of an interest in the equipment pursuant to a bill of sale from the company, and the sublease of the project facility back to the company and or the owner of the land pursuant to the sublease agreement. It is known that the company will be the initial operator of the project facility. It's also important to understand the agency has not made a decision with respect to the undertaking of the project or the granting of the financial assistance. The agency will, at the above stated time and place, hear all persons with views in favor of or opposed to the project and or the financial assistance. A copy of the application, including a cost-benefit analysis, is available at the office of the agency review by interested persons. We do have a copy of the cost-benefit analysis in person for anybody who's asking. And it's also important to understand that, as I said before, no decision has been made with respect to the undertaking of the project. The IDA will be meeting on Monday, March 23rd at 1 p.m. at the offices at 44 West Bridge Street, Oswego, New York, to contemplate said financial assistance. At this time, I will read a copy of the cost-benefit analysis, which has a description of the project as well as the project costs, the incentives being contemplated, and the economic and environmental impact of the project. Project, again, Phoenix Oxbow Solar LLC, care of Next Amp Solar, 101 Sumner Street, second floor, Boston, Massachusetts. That is the company and parent company. The project involves the development of a 5 megawatt AC solar energy production facility with an up to 5 megawatt AC of battery energy storage, included on approximately 21 acres, a portion of an approximately 48.6 acre site in the town of Schuylkill at 71 Hogue Drive, which is currently wooded and contains wetlands. The project developer, Next Amp Solar, based in Boston, Massachusetts, intends to lease the project parcel from the property owner. Related to the project description, the project had to meet planning board approval, which would have required certain setbacks related to wetlands and other things. So, and that approval has been provided. Project cost is equipment is $13,265,968. Site work is $2,811,956. Construction is $2,665,586, and engineering is $468,354 for a total project cost of $19,211,864. The financial assistance request is a sale leaseback transaction, a pilot agreement that is requesting the IDA's solar UTEP uniform tax exempt policy deviation, which is a 20-year pilot agreement. The financing sources of the project is $19,211,864 private financing provided by the company. The impact of the project will be the clean energy generation capacity of 5 megawatts. The production, which is equal to 9 million kilowatt hours annually, which is sufficient to service 800 to 1,000 homes. The project addresses the New York State Clean Energy Standard by contributing to renewable energy sources. The environmental benefits of the project include the avoidance of 6,000 tons of CO2 annually, the up to 5 megawatt on-site battery storage aids in electrical grid resiliency by balancing supply and demand. The project will create more than 50 construction jobs. And over the 20-year life of the pilot, the average annual pilot payment will be $51,632. Again, the IDA financial assistance being contemplated by the IDA at their March 23rd meeting is a real property tax exemption. There is no mortgage tax exemption being contemplated for the project. There is a sales tax exemption of up to $861,145, and there is no other financing assistance. Related to the real property tax exemption, the current taxes being paid on the property as normal taxes are $1,065, and again, the average pilot payment would be $51,632. So it would be a net increase in tax revenues being generated for the taxing authorities of over $50,000 a year. This project has met public hearing requirements by holding this meeting today. And as I said before, there is a sale leaseback transaction, solar UTEP deviation of 20 years being contemplated, as well as a sales tax exemption, no mortgage tax exemption. At this time, I will open it up to anyone in attendance to say any words for or against the project. Seeing that there is only one person in attendance, would you like to state your name and your organization, anything you wanted to say for or against the project?
I'm Olivia Sproviero. I work with Nexamp as a business development manager in upstate New York. I'm in favor of the project. I think it's in a great location. It's set in an industrial zone and is currently being used as a vacant lot. I think, the redevelopment to a solar and storage property was going to be beneficial for ratepayers, taxpayers, and the New York State renewable goals. As Austin said, it's a 5 megawatt AC solar project paired with a up to 5 megawatt battery energy storage system using Tesla Megapacks 2XLs. They're the safest battery storage on the market at this time. So we think this is a good use of the site and going to be a helpful and sustainable project.
Okay. I did want to ask one question. One of our IDA board members had asked, and I'm sure they'll probably bring it up at the meeting next week, but it'd be good to capture it for the record and for anyone who reviews this. There was concern related to the battery storage component of the project. There have been some battery storage fires in other locations around New York State. Could you explain a little bit why this battery technology is different and there's less risk involved related to potential fires?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've, heavily looked into the earlier fires, so as the state. Um, the earlier fires were primarily caused by nickel, magnesium, cobalt batteries, which are more, when they do overheat, they have a likelihood to have release flames rather than gases, and they can be more difficult to uh, suppress because they are easier to spread within their own container system due to the flames. They also, were a number of those fires were with a equipment manufacturer, Powin, that is now out of business. There are no more Powin batteries on the market. They had a installation error that allowed water to seep into them, which is now, reviewed more thoroughly under the updated fire codes. Our systems are using Tesla Megapack 2 XLs. They are a lithium iron phosphate battery. These batteries are much less volatile under high heat, and they will, instead of creating flames, they will produce gases, primarily carbon monoxide, which are then sparked and turned into. Internally, there's a sparker system that will light any of the gases, volatile gases, on fire within the system. Release that through the vents on top of the battery containers, and that will prevent any sort of high pressure buildup within the system itself. So these systems are meant to contain any sort of heat to their own portion of the containerized system. The systems are split up into multiple different cells, and the most that you'll see these systems really spread within each container is really just within their own portion, cell out portion that has enough fuel to sustain for about 2 hours. From there, usually the batteries will stop producing any gases and put themselves out essentially. These being the second generation of the Tesla commercial scale batteries, there's been a lot of research and development into the errors in earlier years, such as 2023, and they have taken that into account in their updated designs, as well as the New York State Fire Code has rewritten the code to have tighter regulations on these technologies and our response times and protocols as well.
Okay. Any other questions or comments from those in attendance? If not, I would like to call the public hearing to a close. It is 10:21 a.m. on March 17th, 2026. This is the end of the public hearing for the Phoenix Oxbow Solar LLC project. Thank you.